Okay.
Okay. So, what are you thinking?
Same thing I was thinking before. I'm just taking a look at the page, trying to, see what kind of different things I can do right here, and kind of guess what these little elements down here are.
So, I mean, you already know a little bit about this app, but do you think it's pretty self-explanatory for someone for the first time looking at it?
No.
All right. What would make it more self-explanatory?
Good follow. Well, I think I'd like to know where to start. What to do first. But I guess what I would do is I would just start clicking on little elements and seeing what my options are. Seeing what each thing does. So, okay. Alright.
Yeah, and let me know, because I'll give you extra credit for doing it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if you wanted to create, what's the first thing you would do if you wanted to create an emoji from the start? So it's an emoji creator app, and now you want to start and create your own. How would you start?
So I'd probably start with a shape, a basic shape to start from, and I'd go ahead and try a circle, because this is my first time trying this, and we'll go ahead and start with the basics. So I'm going to start with a circle, and I'm going to draw a circle, and then want to add some eyes, so maybe I'll just draw the eyes, and these are times that you want to say, what do you expect? Think about all the what do you expect questions that you can think of when I'm on this page. So what are some of the things you can say, what do you expect?
Okay, so what do you expect? What kind of tools do you expect to have to help you do this?
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Honestly, when I wanted to do the eyes, I was looking for some sort of shortcut to do eyes.
Some
really
preloaded eyes or something?
Yeah. But I guess I could just draw my own eyes. I just don't think I'm going to be able to draw, nice perfect circles. I do like that you have a small preview here so I can see what it's really going to look like as I draw. But, I was hoping for something just a little bit quicker or easier. So when I say, okay, I drew the face, now I'm gonna draw some eyes. I want to click away from here to drop that, but I understand these are just wireframes. And then next I would want to add a mouth. I mean, if you got some predefined mouths, I'd love to look at those, and it'd be nice and quick. Guess I don't know what these are.
So these, can I tell you? Okay.
What do you think those are?
What do you think those are?
I'm having a hard time seeing what this says. Can you tell me what that says?
Beveled. No, shapes. Actually, no, I don't know what that is.
These are shapes, so you don't know what that does? I don't know what it does either.
I know it,
So...
I know what I was thinking it's gonna do.
I don't know what the actually words are. I think it says beveled, though.
Bubbles? Like speech bubbles?
Beveled.
Oh, beveled. Oh, so I can bevel it. Alright, well, I don't care about that. So I'm gonna next work on a mouth. I would love to see a mouth button here where I can do some of that. Oh, you know what? I just realized I've got colors over here, so I I want to click on this guy again, and then I want to select a color for his face. I got to backtrack there just a little bit. So, okay, now I made a color for his face. I've got his eyes. I want to choose a mouth, but I don't see a mouth, so I'm just going to draw a mouth. Hope that it looks good. And that didn't look good, so I'm gonna erase it. I'm gonna try it again. Looks okay. I'd probably still want some shortcuts just because I can't get the mouth just right, and it's kind of frustrating me. Yeah. But all right, it's pretty basic. So.
What? So let's say now you built your emoji.
Okay.
And now you want to save it somehow.
Do I want to save it somehow?
Well, what do you want to do with it?
Okay. Or you could say, what do you think your next steps are?
What do you think your next steps are?
Or what would you like your next steps to be, or something like that? What would you expect to do next? I guess next I would probably like to just save it somehow, but once I save it, what can I do with it? Let me look here. So I'm assuming this is a download, so I can download it. So I think this means save. What does this do?
What do you think it does?
Okay, I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
Let's say you... What do you expect it to do?
Oh, what do I expect it to do? I don't know.
Allow me to make 4 emojis at once.
Yeah, maybe save it to a collection.
Ooh.
So let me see here. So yeah, I'm seeing this screen. I'm not sure what all this means.
So
I want to go back. How do I go back? I can't go back. So I guess that just means I have to go forward. So I'll just click and see what it does. Alright, I have no idea what just happened. Okay, no idea. So I'll just click on that again, and I figure I could just save it. Safe and sound. Alright, so it's saved.
what else do you expect this app to do?
Well, let's see. I mean, from here, I don't know what to do next. I guess, okay, I can cancel that out. I want to create a new one. Maybe add another one, but where did it go? I mean, where did it save it?
Okay, so on this part, I feel like there's only so much I can do with Balsamiq. Because on a real one, like it could be like, when you push save, it'd be safe and sound, and you could see the little icon like jump into the box one. And so you would see that it's actually going there. And then also, like what you can't see on Balsamiq is those squares would be like little images of like your emojis. And so when you click on it, all those little squares that I have there would be different emojis that you created or haven't created.
We did really good. We did so good.
So there are ways that you could do that or replicate that feeling, right? You could put a button over here on the side that just says, you know, see save progress. So I can just be like, okay, so after save, this is what happens. I click on it and I see that now all of a sudden you have all your squares, and the one I just created, this one is right up there in the corner. And then I can say, oh, so that's what that other thing did. Okay, I made that association now. But you can still replicate it as much as you possibly can in there and just give it some step-by-steps. You could even, and this is not recommended, I know, for him, but you could even say, okay, if I click save on here, it says safe and sound, add another screen and just have like a little arrow pointing to that screen where you have the boxes, and show it right there, right? So you know that, okay, that's going to be kind of the animation progress.
What do you feel if I added an arrow that when you push save, it kind of like goes like and goes into there, so you can see kind of the motion of something going in there.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do that. Click on it, but you could even click to a page like this and have it just boop, populate it or pop up.
Yeah, so like
and
one
then
goes
have it
in-
say save successful on this screen. And
So
then
when you push save, it goes there.
right. So when you press save, don't have that box. I don't know what that box is doing there, honestly. Because I'm wanting to save what I'm working on. I'm wanting to download. I would expect, just because I can't do this all day, I would expect this to be somewhere else here, so that I can click on it, or on a previous screen. I can click on it and I can look at everything that I have and edit any of the ones that I want, or replicate any of the ones that I've already done. Just so I have a starting point to, change a couple of the eyes real quick, or swap some of the things. So that just does not feel like the appropriate place to me. But if I click on that, yeah, sure, I'd like to see this screen come up, have it say safe and sound, and have it appear right here. So you can create one of those screens, and then once it's safe and sound, then, where do I go from there? What do I do next? Do you want them to have the choice to create a new one, or to edit one, or to go home if there's a home screen, which would be the first screen that they see that might have your menu or a create new, okay? And then if I do create new, this is the process. So it feels just a little bit like incomplete. There's nothing that takes me full circle and kind of walks me through every step of the way.
What do you feel would be the best step after you've saved one?
So like after I saved it, I like it here. Me personally, I would probably want to go back home and see. I'm seeing what I did here, but I want to know what I can do with it now. Okay, I'm either going to want to. I think what I'm going to want to do is either create a new one, or do something with the one that I just created, use it somehow. So now that it's in here, what good is it to me? How do I use this?
So, I mean, you could use it in the text. How would you want to use it?
So how I would want to use it is, I think I'd want to know if I can use it in text that I do elsewhere. Can I like click on it and copy it and then paste it into a place? Or I mean, what I would love is it could add it to all the other emojis on my phone, or have a keyboard of its own somehow.
Interesting.
That's good feedback. Thank
Good
you.
feedback.
Yeah. That's all you have to say. Okay. But now ask me some. But at this point I'd just be like, okay, I just created an emoji and now I've stored it, and I don't know really what the purpose is or what to do next with it, and so I'd probably just kind of leave the app and be done.
So what would, so this is kind of like a dead end almost feeling.
Yeah.
But what would make you feel just like, whoa, this app is the coolest after you created?
If I could immediately use it somehow afterwards. I think if I knew exactly how to use it next, or how to apply it to any of the texts or any of the things that I'm doing, if I knew right then and there how I could use that, that's what's going to give it value to me. It's not just creating emoticons. I'm not just doing an art program. I want to know how I'm going to be using it. So that's what I feel like you'd want to build in next. That would be my biggest piece of advice, is build something in to tell me how I'm going to apply that, or guide me through that process, or let me know ahead of time, what I'm going to be doing with it once it's done.
Okay. Great feedback. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do I get a cookie?
Yeah.